Okay, hello folks. Now I've got some more Joker matches coming up for right nowish, and the first thing I normally do now is instant down 2 into like a ground canister like so, and on hit you can meter burn it. That was a bad example, but usually it kind of works. It kind of fills the whole jump arc, so if they neutral jump, forward jump, or try and do a move, you'll catch them. I should have probably used the helicopter since it was available. But I usually do that, and the way they get away from it is just by walking back or something like that, because then you won't hit them. But I don't do it against all characters. Superman, Green Lantern, they seemingly have quite fast normals, so I think they'll beat you. Now I did that low into overhead move, and you can't do that if you don't hit them. If you don't hit them or make them block, then you can't do the second half, so a bit of a pain. Oh, okay, so he knows some combos, launcher, do some stuff. Okay, he recovers so fast from his trait, really, doesn't he? Okay, so at that particular point I tried to use the bat signal to jump on it and leap out, you know, but instead I got a command grab. This, I have no idea why. I'm pretty sure you can jump on it like Batman did. There we go. And that radius was insane on that explosion. That looked nowhere near as big as it was. Yeah, he recovers so fast. I can't really punish him with a gunshot when he tries to do those. So you can't really stop him from doing it, which is a bit annoying. And again, I tried the low into overhead, wasn't able to get it to hit. Okay, keep it going. Now he's already clashed. No, that was me. Oh, there we go. Okay, so probably going to use my meter, just so he only gets 15%. Now the downfall of that is that I can't burn any meter when I need to, but I've already clashed, so I don't need it for that. Okay, I should be following that up. You can follow it up with stuff. That is something which I don't do as much as I should, and that is obviously a mistake. Now I wish this game had inputs for the opponent and myself, so I can see kind of what they're thinking and what I'm thinking, because I obviously didn't need to do that. It's probably just that down back shortcut which gets you a special move instead of a down jab, and it's kind of, I wish they'd take it out, because that's not the input you want. So again, I did the same sort of thing. This time I got it to connect very easily, and this is actually the only Lex Luthor I've seen. And it's the same guy as just a minute ago, I think. Oh, okay. Corpse charge on wake up. That's quite dangerous for him, but obviously it gets him quite often. He does it all the time, though, and I start to realise that after a short period of time. Okay. Oh. Keep it going. Oh, okay. Acid Blossom. Corpse charge. And that one might have been quite risky. Could have done that a bit sooner, I think, and punished me for that dash up. Okay, so Lex Luthor's obviously got this kind of vortex thing going here. Now he's got a bit of space that he covers himself with that Lex probe. He starts to do his orbital strikes. If he does the EX version, the meter burn version, you have to jump up to avoid it. If he does the normal version, you have to move out the way. It's basically it, because I used to play Lex in the demo, and I did like a combo video. It was okay. Thought it was unblockable, inescapable, but it turned out not to be. But you do have to be pretty quick to get out of the whole situation, which is pretty nice. Oh, could punish that a lot better. And there was just a standing attack. Okay, good clash. Now, obviously, I'm losing this quite a bit, and he's not particularly difficult. I don't know. I know I said I played him during the demo, but I haven't fought him since, and that was like over 6 months ago. So I don't know his moves very well, what's high, what's low, his block strings and such. And now he's got me into this scenario. I need to dash forward to avoid the normal orbital strike. And I can't believe I got that. That's going to give me like a 5-second breather, and now he's just going to do an orbital strike or something, is he? Fair. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to win that one. But, yeah, playing this guy made me want to play Lex Luthor. I know I'm already playing the Joker, but I got the urge to do so because you don't see any of them ever, and that always is a reason why I pick up characters. If they're hardly ever seen, then I like to pick them up. With the exception of my Solomon Grundy, because and my Aquaman. That was when the game first released and I didn't know who was high tier and who was low. So, okay. Combo, how am I going to end it? Acid Blossom. Shouldn't be dashing forward. Okay, and that's another thing to do with Lex Luthor. That scenario, I blocked it. Seemed unsafe. I don't know if that's what makes him low tier. Probably does. That he's got not many options which are safe on block. I didn't even move. I just sort of squatted a bit. Okay. Okay, overhead. Wasn't aware for that. Another one. Tried to backdash this time. Parry. Now, Jesus Christ. That parry was so... well, okay. It doesn't look so tight when you slow it down, but it was pretty tight, wasn't it, really? I did it very, very soon before he hit. Not after, because then it doesn't make any difference. Okay. Okay, gotta be careful of that probe. It's kind of just an annoyance thing, the probe. You know, kind of interrupts you a bit. Now, this guy hasn't actually used his trait at all. And that's probably a reason to do with why Lex Luthor is a bit rubbish. I'm going to stop the combo there on purpose because I didn't want him clashing. And my pie is good for anti-airing. It's a high attack, Joker's super, so they can just duck. So I like to use it as an anti-air in most respects. But what was I saying? Oh, he doesn't use his trait, yeah. His trait, I feel... I don't know how you get into it, the way I used to get into it. Anytime I got a corpse charge, I'd put on the trait. Now, Lex's trait, it does... You take one hit but take full damage. And it's like a mobile piece of armor. If you hold it for... So the second stage, you take 50%, and at the full stage, you take no damage. So, if you can hold it for level 3, which is very unlikely, you take no damage for the next hit. And the interesting thing about it is that you don't even get hit stun, you see. So it's kind of like a mini Doomsday thing, except you got, well, I'd say the most accurate way to describe it is a mobile piece of armor. So anytime you would have traded, you know, you're both pressing the button at the same time, you're going to win. So it's really quite good if you can get into it, but that's the problem, you just can't. Why did he have 3 pieces of armor there? I have no idea. Oh, this game, man. One of the things problem with this game is its inconsistencies. There doesn't seem to be like set rules for things. I mean, Joker is probably a prime suspect to this. That half his stuff is overhead when it's actually not. You know, well, it is overhead, obviously, but I mean, he does a kick which hits you about the shin level, and it counts as an overhead. I think it's forward 2-3 or forward 2-1. It's crazy. And there's just other things like that. I mean, things like, there's probably a reason why he had 3 pieces of armor, but that's the first time in my 6 months of playing it that I realised he's had 6 months of armor. 3 pieces of armor just for a meter burn interactable. I always thought it was just 1 piece. And, you know, things like that just kind of don't follow the rules, and it's kind of the same with Bane's, you know, invincibility on this, that, and the other. Projectile wise, as well as, okay, got to jump for that one, got to jump for that one. Okay, punish. And so, yeah, I shouldn't have jumped over there. Instead, I should have baited that corpse charge again. But yeah, there's inconsistencies which they don't explain why. Like, supers destroy armor. I can understand that, maybe. But there's no real, like, nothing else breaks armor. Apart from some things like your trait does and whatever. I'm just going into a bit of a moan now. Well, let's go back into Green Arrow. That was a pretty cool setup. He did like one of those escape. I hate Green Arrow. Here's another rant for you. I hate Green Arrow. He seems like he's got everything, basically. Anyone want to tell me what his weakness is? That would be swell. He can zone really well, I find. He gets like 3 mix-ups with his ice thing, you know. He touches with it. He's got a low, overhead, and an airborne sort of version of his ice blast. His jump 3, as you can see, and his down 2 are kind of like Joker's. Very, very, very good. They've got a long range in the air and while they're on the ground. And as you can see there, I can't really zone in if he starts doing his crouching arrows. So, see, that upcut was amazing. when he starts doing his crouching arrows, I can't really zone him because it's a high attack and my other stuff is too slow. Now this may just seem like it's a very match specific thing. I've got an arrow in the knee now, but I'd say it's for most characters. He feels like he's also got a free get out of wake up scenario with that move which he jumps back from, you know. There's reasons why I'm a moany git, but Green Arrow, man, I think he's got too much. I don't know what his weakness is, apart from just, you know, outplaying him, which is very, very difficult. See, free out of wake up. You can follow it up, and I start to. I missed him there when I tried to, but half the time you still get hit anyway, or stuff. Okay, unblockable setup. Can't escape that now. If it hits you, it's even worse. You can't really do anything about it. But if you block, then you do have like a chance, a small, like 10% chance to get out if you do the right choice. But that depends on the scenario where he gets you into it. Okay, he's got really good high-low mix-ups. As you can see, I'm getting confused here. Oh, okay, that was pretty bad. I got hit by the same thing 3 times there. Okay, was that a low into an overhead? Seriously? In a normal combo that he can combo out of? That is amazing. See, I'm trying to follow it up. Still got hit though. I mean, then I lost all my pressure. So, I really am a loss for that. And I can bait that. Okay, good. I knew he was going to use that. Now, I tried playing Bane against one once. And any time he'd like get knocked down, I'd do my charge with some Venom to get some armor. And I'd go through that wake up move. But then he'd start doing different things. Like, he's got that multi-hit him thing where he spins his bow. That is like a multiple hit move. So you can't do anything that has armor on versus that. You know, I'll explain it later in another video. I think my next video is going to be all about Green Arrow. So, so if you want to moan or you want to listen to me moan, then feel free to do so. There's a lot of salt. Okay, so we're back into this one. Cyborg, another character I don't really know very much. Well, in terms of block strings, I know he can zone, and I think I know kind of the way I would avoid it. But when he's block stringing me, I'm basically living on a prayer here. I don't know what I'm doing in terms of block strings. Okay, cool. Not going to need to burn that. I've had a full stop for a while, so consider it being wasted. Okay, that consider it being even more wasted. Okay, that was a bad choice. Oops, I don't know what all these are doing. Okay. No, I'm not using my... what was it? Push block? Yeah, I'm not using that very much. I think you could say that universally for me. Just as a player, I never really use it. No matter what character I'm playing, so... that's something I need to do. And I'm not using my chattering teeth much either. But these are things which hopefully I can improve just, I don't know, as we go along. The thing about the chattering teeth, I tried to stop him jumping in the air there with that air canister, and so the ground thing could get him, but he was so fucking slow that he wouldn't have even hit him anyway, I don't think. But yeah, I think there are things that I forget to do a lot. I apologise for that. Okay. Traded, get some pressure. Okay, no, that's not. Oh, this will work. How am I going to end this? Acid Blossom. Now, inputs would have been great there. I wanted to know what he was doing. He threw out a punch. I mean, he could have just been mashing punch, but I don't think that's really a good thing to do in this game since, you know, it's just not a good thing to do. Okay. I should be following that up. So these are good things I should be writing down in my little booklet. Now you can throw them high and you can throw them like that, but you can duck underneath them unless they're really quite, you know, max screen, and then, or about a third of the screen away, 2/3, and then you can't duck underneath them. I don't know if you can throw them like at the ground or anything. Okay. Holding the gunshot. I like doing that. See, that's so slow. I should stop using that as a zoning tool, because it's not really used as a zoning tool. Okay, how am I going to use it? Chattering teeth. Okay, so he didn't really... he didn't care about them. Chatter and Teeth are good at making people move, but you can't really dictate where they're going to move. And most setups are quite unsafe. There's a couple which aren't, but they can always sort of just jump away or tech roll or something. Okay, so he's getting a bit aggressive. Acid Blossom, I need to use that. Okay, now he's going into massive combo, which is very impressive. He wasn't even finished, and it was on 40%. How much am I using? Probably all of it. Yep. Okay. Just so I can try and win. He's got a good dash by the looks of things. Okay. Trying to wait to see what he wants to do. Okay. Good. So I think that's probably it for this video. Like I said, my next one's going to be about Green Arrow. I thought a very good Green Arrow. That's where the salt comes from, because he was good. And it's not just about whether he was good. I think, I really do think that he's got everything, Green Arrow. And anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.